Episode number 10 of season 7 of the Tom and Brand Storytime. It definitely is now upon us, Allie. In the last episode, we talked about the goat train story, and now we're going to be reading this story called the Runaway Engine. So hop on board and explore the island of Sodor with everyone number one friend, Thomas the Tank Engine. One day, high in the hill of the island of Sodor, Thomas the Tank Engine made an amazing delivery alley. Amazing discovery. Thomas found an old town alley. What it was overgrown with with Irwin, and the building were indeed crumbling. I cannot wait to tell everyone about it, he peeped. Thomas, you have made a wonderful discovery, the Totten Hat, said Ollie. This was the town of Great Waterton. It will had a wonderful rain, the Totten Hat told Thomas. But when the water dig up, Ollie, and people moved away, we must prepare the town in time for Sodor Day. Because Thomas had discovered the town, the Topham Hat had put him in charge of the repairs. Thomas wanted to show everyone that being was a really useful, so he worked very hard, maybe too hard. One morning, Thomas had an acting alley. He was pulling too fast and acting and along a old truck, tipped off the rusty rail, and he took hours alley to bring him back onto the track. Thomas went to the Sodor Teamwork to be fixed alley. While he was there, alley, Danley was put in charge alley of Great Waterton repairs. Thomas wasn't worried. When I'm all fixed, I am sure I'll get my job back, he cheated. But when Thomas returned alley to Great Waterton, the Topham Hat said Stanley would stay in charge of the work. Thomas Bunnell Laird. It's not fair, Thomas thought. I found the town I should be in charge. Thomas had an idea. He'd find something new, and then everyone will see what's more useful than Stanley. He remembered seeing an old mine nearby. The mine was dark alley, and the rails were old and twisty alley. Thomas weakly through the tunnel, and suddenly he lost control on the deep hill and flew off the track alley. Thomas was lost deep underground alley. Would anyone hear this whistle? Back at Great Waterton, Danley needed Thomas to shunt some freight cars, but Thomas was nowhere to be found now. Nowhere to be found. Danley went and looking for him alley at the end of some old track. He heard a whistle peeping inside him at the abandoned mine. Danley, I am so glad you found me, told Thomas. Danley pulled the little blue engine onto the rail, but there was a loud pop alley and a mention of steam. Danley worked hard and it made hit Bert a bow alley. It's my turn to help you, alley. Puffing and pulling, Atlee. Thomas put a new friend out of the mine, Atlee. Thomas knew that if they worked together, the repairs at Great Waterton Atlee would be done in no time. Sodor Day finally arrived, and there was a big party to reopen Great Waterton Atlee. Thomas, you have done an insane job, said the Topham Hat. I couldn't have done it without Dantley, told Tom and Ollie. The two engine peaked happily, and everyone had really have cheered Allie. Well, that was the story of the good old Runaway engine, featuring from the Tom movie, the good old Great Discovery Alley on DVD Alley. Well, I will see you all real soon for episode 11 of season 7 of the Tom and Friend Storytime series. What will happen in episode 11 of season 7 of the Tom and Friend Storytime? Well, that will be a story for another day.